welcome back to Music Mondays. I'm Leah.
And I'm Taylor.
You know that by now, hopefully.
I-
This is episode 7. Can you believe it?
I can't.
Can you believe?
Can you believe?
It's crazy. We're just all pros at this point, I guess. Okay. So this week, we're doing Willow Smith. The ever so lovely son of Will and Jada. Not son, daughter, oh god. Sorry. Or you know what? I don't know. Whatever Willow identifies as, I will let her be. I just backed myself so far into a
Child of
person of that was produced by. Anyway,
Two
so
very
her album, the
beautiful
first,
Yeah.
really good. So let's talk about her a little bit first.
The Goyle.
The Goyle. So, she's 17.
Yeah.
I don't like myself.
She
because
holds herself as like a 25-year-old woman.
She's more than I could ever dream of being.
She's so eloquent.
Yeah.
Look at me with
Look
vocab words,
at
Louie.
you being eloquent by using the word eloquent. Did you see her? She did like an interview where she like talked about like her mental health experiences and was like really like.
Well,
And I was just like, okay.
yeah. So her mom, and Jada's mom all have a podcast called like Red Table Talk or Talk at the Red Table or something like that. And she had talked about what releasing a hit song at 10 years old did to her mentally. And it fucking wrecked her, dude.
Well, I could imagine.
Yeah.
Like she's 10. I don't remember being 10.
I don't remember last week.
I don't remember right now. I don't remember. It's like I can't imagine.
Yeah. So, yeah, she
Doing that.
debuted Whip My Hair in 2010.
Yeah. And I wrote debuted at age 10. What the
Yeah. The fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, but she talked about that. If you can find that clip, I think it was on Twitter. Find it. It's really good. And it I just so loved her mom and her grandmother sitting there just listening and respecting her and not over her and just they just sat and listened.
well, yeah, because
You
she
know?
talked about self-harm and all these
Yeah.
other things, and Jada was like, you could tell by the look on her face, she was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, how did I not know this was happening to my own kid?
Yeah.
But at the same time, she was like, well, why? And, can
Yeah.
you explain it? And this and this and this.
Yeah,
Instead of being like,
Yeah, she didn't
So-
she just listened to her.
Yeah.
Which is good. But yeah, so it says, okay, so she's, the internet, nothing is true on it, clearly.
Yeah.
It said that she's currently signed under Jay-Z's label Roc Nation, but then I also saw that she released this album, where was it?
Interscope.
Interscope Records. So I don't know what any of that is, but apparently Jay-Z is one of her mentors. So so that means Beyonce's around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Lord.
Beyonce's on the album.
I know.
But, didn't want credit. She's not a featured artist. She's just on the track to be on the track.
All right. Well, that was today's episode. We'll see you next week.
Got a blast.
Yeah. But okay.
Yeah.
So this album was released October 31st, 2017. Happy Halloween, everyone.
Ooh.
So I read a Pitchfork review and I was fuming. Okay, so this album is really deep.
Yeah.
Gets really... She bears everything in this
Yeah.
album. It's raw. It's just truly her. And they called it diary-like and amateur.
Amateur.
Okay, first of all, it is diary-like. That's what songs are. People write people write down feelings into songs. That's how songs are written. So what's your point? I'm confused. Of course it's diary-like. Every song is diary-like because there's a piece of somebody, the piece of the writer in the song. that's where they come from. So like I don't know. I didn't understand that.
They call her millennial. She is not a millennial.
No.
We are at the very, like, some people don't qualify us as millennials.
Yeah, she's
But
17.
on most time stamps, we are the very, very last people that could possibly be a millennial.
Yeah.
And she's 4 years younger than us.
Yeah.
So, like, don't call her millennial because people think millennials are bad, and that's not, and that's why they've used it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was what'd you say the rating was, like 6.7? And
yeah,
this album like makes me experience like really deep emotion, you know? And so it's just like they also talked about how there was some other review. They were like, this wasn't Pitchfork, this was just some other entitled person on the internet. And they were like, oh, well, she like really doesn't follow typical song structure. She like messes with that a lot, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, and they said that that was a sign of her youth and like amateurness. Is that the word? And I was like, do you know that here's the thing. When it comes to...
Do you know that? Here's the thing.
Yeah, when it comes to like making art and that kind of stuff, you have to know the rules of art in order to break those rules.
Yeah.
So she's not just doing whatever she
Going
wants.
willy-nilly.
That was an artistic choice, okay?
Yeah.
And she has people on a team that help her make that album that were most likely included on that artistic decision to not use typical song structure. So, you can say all you want that that's a sign of her not knowing what she's doing. You're incorrect, okay? No offense. That's all I have to say about that.
They also... So I said that this album is very 90s-esque to me, and they say that a lot in here as well. Like, they call her an alternative female singer-songwriter of the 1990s. Like, that's what they compare her to. But they're comparing her to Fiona Apple, Tracy Chapman, Alanis Morissette, Erykah Badu. Like, these are all very different people that you cannot... You just can't compare somebody making music in today to those people.
Yeah.
They also... Okay. Sorry I'm reading this live,
No,
but...
it's okay. Like, I was so mad at... Like, they're just attacking her because she's young and it makes me upset.
The strident vocals of Human Leech recall Alanis Morissette's razor-sharp pop angst.
You know who Willow sounds like?
Willow. Yeah, that's
Okay.
all. Except she does kind of sound in some parts of the songs like that Vine of the guy who's like, this is how indie singers sing. He's like,
Yeah. Welcome to my kitchen.
yeah.
Yeah, there are some spots where she like, but I mean, you know
But
what?
then she goes right into like a
Yeah.
right after, and I'm like,
okay.
fuck
Yeah.
me up, Willow.
Yeah, like she can do that. She can do it.
She's
well.
allowed.
Yeah. I make a pass
Yeah.
for her.
She's allowed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, people need to leave Willow
So
alone.
you can take your negative opinions about this small little baby
And get the
and shove them
fuck
right
out.
up your ass.
Thanks. Yeah.
Right up in there. So do you want to move right into our fave?
Yeah.
That was like, sorry that I got so
We got really
upset.
aggressive.
I was just so mad reading that because I'm just like, people just attack to attack and it's really frustrating.
Yeah. I want to, like, I've said it on a previous podcast, I would like to be a Pitchfork reviewer because I would actually, like, properly review an album. I wouldn't be like, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. I'd be like, this was amazing. Sure, these parts were kind of weird, but, like, overall, it's a great album.
Yeah.
8 out of 10, not 6.7, which we compared this, she got a 6.7. Last week, Tom Misha's album got a 6.5.
Yeah.
So, what the fuck?
So who knows what's going... And I think a lot of it is because, like, Tom Misch and Willow, they're very, very different, unique sounds.
They're alternative artists.
So they're like, what is this? I don't normally listen to this. I just think... It's like, just because you
their
would...
radio hit with a clock beat.
Yeah.
It's like that meme with the, what is this? Alternative music?
Yeah.
Like it's the butterfly.
And it's like a Zed song.
Yeah.
And you're like, alternative?
Yeah.
No offense,
Fuck
Zed.
that.
Zed's fine, but just like everything is a Zed song to me. That's on the radio.
It takes us back to more conspiracies about Zed. He doesn't even make his own music. It goes through
He doesn't.
4 producers before
Yeah,
it goes to
fun
him.
fact. Should watch Shane Dawson's Conspiracy about Zed.
Yeah.
Because it's...
You're
he
like,
puts like 3 sounds on it and then he sends it off.
Yeah.
Everybody else actually writes it. Anyway,
anywho,
so our faves.
your fave.
Israel.
Yeah.
I don't really know what it's about.
What? Nope.
I can't figure it out. I think it's about a girl in an impoverished place that was abused in some type of way. That's what I got from it. Is that what it is? I don't know. But it is intense and it's just beautiful. Everything about it is beautiful. Her vocals, the words. Did you find something?
Looking at the lyrics.
They're just, I don't know. It's very sad. The whole album's kind of sad, but this sounds so weird. It's sad in a very refreshing kind of way. Does that make any sense?
So, I'm reading your ears and your eyes. Your
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
So, there's a lyric about a guy pulled a knife and life will suffice. Then you fell asleep under the noni tree. Anna shared her soup with you. Anna, can you tell me how he touched you? You smoked the ice and you dodged the knife. The kids kept fooling you. You asked to die, but you stayed alive. Please finish your story. Hold me again. Please finish your story. Why won't you hold me again? So it's like, almost seems like, to me, a really roundabout way of saying that she went somewhere with someone that she loved and they fell out of love while they were there. If you read the lyrics.
Yeah, maybe that's more what it is. I was kind of focusing on the tell me how he touched you kind of thing. I don't know, that's just like, but that makes sense too.
Yeah.
The overall.
I don't know. There could be a lot of, and we could both be just super wrong.
What it means. It's very deep, and it's probably up to your interpretation. I wish that Spotify had the thing you can like pull down, and it like
the lyrics behind the lyrics.
It doesn't have it on any of hers. I don't think.
There's the person that put these lyrics on here. Their username is Human Leech, appropriate. Okay. And then they wrote, the best song on Willow's second album, undebatable. Thank you. And then somebody else wrote, this is the best song. And those are the only comments. No one's like, this is what the lyrics mean. Like, that's what Lyric Genius is for, and nobody's doing that on this song.
Yeah. Probably because nobody knows what it means.
Yeah, only Willow.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a really beautiful song. It's really good. Mm-hmm. That's always, I like try to say deeper things, and then I just always go back to, it's just really good. My favorite, it was really hard for me to choose a favorite because I have like 3 or 4, but Warm Honey, it like makes me feel things like in my heart. Tastes like warm honey.
I nailed it.
Wow. Yeah.
I was late.
It was kind of a tie with Oh No. When I actually went to go listen to the album to like study for this podcast that we do, the only song that I had saved from the original, like when the album came out, was Oh No. That's the only song that I had saved to my personal library. Mm-hmm. But then listening to it again and again, I was like, it's going to be Warm Honey for me.
I had Boy and Warm Honey.
Yeah, I love Boy.
Boy's really good. She's just like so, it's so rare to find just like a true alto singer. I'm not an alto. I can't hit those notes, and I so wish that I could.
Hey,
it's so, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just good. Listen to this.
She goes into like a lot of.
Yeah, she's like really down here.
Yeah.
And then if I try that, I'm like, I'm burping.
So. Yeah, but they actually picked apart the intro lyrics to that on the Pitchfork review.
Yeah, and that was where I got the diary-like thing.
Yeah. I mean, yes, it's, hey mom, I met a boy. He plays guitar. He likes Quentin Tarantino and really sad songs. That's very much a diary entry. Mm-hmm. But she's fucking 17.
Yeah. Also,
Leave her alone.
I know. I mean, I
Leave
tried
Britney alone.
dabbling in songwriting for like a sec. I'm not. I gave up. I'm not good at. I'm not good at writing.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what it was. You sit down, or at least my creative process. Sit down. You open a notebook. You start writing words.
And hope that they
And
sound
then-
good together.
And then and then it's like, I mean, sometimes, like, you can take a poem that you wrote, take a brain dump, and arrange it into something that is music.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, her words don't rhyme, but that's okay. Not every song has to be about dancing in the club, and they don't have to all end in a rhyme, okay? We don't need to have A, B all the time.
You better stop being mean to Willow because we like
Don't
her.
get mad, I'm protective.
So, yeah, that's...
Our faves.
I just spit
I hope you can see it.
because that's how I felt about it. I just... But, what do you like? What do you like?
Okay, well, I wrote, contrary to popular belief, internet belief, this album's very unique, very deep, very raw. I appreciate Willow having the strength to bear herself in an album that she so gratefully gave to us.
Yeah.
And
It's a blessing, guys. Take it. Hashtag blessed.
I just realized I wrote bearing herself on the album the way she did, but instead of did, I wrote way she did. Like,
Well, she did kill us all. So.
yeah, but no, I like everything. I don't really have a song that I dislike. I
Yeah.
don't have an aspect of this album that I don't like.
And it's not like when I listen to this album, I'm like, oh my god, it's amazing. I love every song. But I also am not skipping songs when I'm listening to it. And I don't dislike any of the songs. And I don't listen to any of the songs halfway through and then change it. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoy all of the songs.
Yeah.
They are good. Are they the best songs I've ever heard in the world? No. But they're good. And she's, again, she's fucking 17 years
Yeah.
old.
Like, for a 17-year-old to put something like that into the world
Yeah.
is incredible. Because most young pop stars, and not that there's anything wrong with this, I support your art, they make mainstream pop music.
Yeah.
She made this work of art.
Yeah, I like how they picked apart Boy for saying, hey, I met a boy. He likes Quentin Tarantino and sad songs and plays guitar. Meanwhile, other 17-year-old pop stars are like, I met a boy, went to the beach, kissed him, it was cool, yeah.
And they're like, like, I'll just use Meghan Trainor for an example. I strongly dislike her.
Yeah.
Strongly. Her songs are literally about nothing. My name is no. My sign is no. That's trash. That's a trash heap. I'm sorry.
Face no trouble.
But you're gonna pick apart, like, no, they're literally just attacking her because she's young and she's
And she's
different.
I feel like people think that they can talk about Willow more because of who her parents are.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, I mean, not to compare a music artist with just another famous person, but it's like Kylie Jenner. People think that they can talk shit about her because she was born into fame, as if she's not working her ass off.
Right.
She is going to be the youngest self-made billionaire.
Yeah.
Willow is a young pop artist. You
Yeah.
can't tear her apart. She's young. Sure, she was born into fame, so she already had an outlet into this industry, but she's still doing it.
And she's
Are you doing it?
well.
No, leave her alone.
Right. Yeah, she's doing it well. I mean, it's like Kylie. It's like, I'm not a fan of Kylie Jenner, but I have to respect what she's doing.
Yeah.
Because she is. She's working hard. She's making the right choices.
Yeah.
She's on a good path. You know?
Which, by the way, did you see she took her lip filler out?
I did.
Back to Willow.
So, no, it's like, there was something else I read on this album, and her previous one, what was it called? Let me see if I can pronounce it. Whatever. They described these albums as transcending consciousness, and I agree completely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, she talks about her, like, the relationship that humans have with, like, the universe, and talks about, like, all this, like, stuff that's bigger than we are, and that's really cool to hear that in music.
They used the word precocious. I'm looking that word up because I'm not entirely sure I know exactly what it means.
I don't know what it means. But you know what?
It means of a child having developed certain abilities or proclivities at an earlier age than usual.
What did I just say?
Synonyms, she's mature.
She is.
And then they call her adolescent in
She
this
writes
album.
amateur diary-like songs, but she's also precocious.
They say it's fitfully interesting. It's a fitfully interesting new record that shows growing pains in between bursts of inspiration.
What? Growing pains?
So she was
Growing
16 when she
pains.
released Ardipithecus.
Growing.
They gave that album a 5.8. Just can't with Pitchfork. We need to not ever use Pitchfork reviews ever again.
We shouldn't do that. We haven't done it before. I don't know why we started.
Sorry
but-
why I yelled, guys.
Okay, so let's talk about what Taylor likes.
Yeah. So I like it all. Like I already said, it's very 90s-esque. Sometimes she sings like that Vine, but let Willow does what she wants.
Let Willow does what she wants, you guys. Get that tattooed on your ass cheek.
You seen that tattoo that says, "It's is my life." John Bovey.
It's my tattoo. No, I'm just kidding. I have that. No.
So you said that you didn't really love Human
No.
Leech, but Human Leech is a banger, dude.
It is. I like it. It's just like.
It is a lot.
Whoa.
Like all of a sudden, it's like, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's like it like is that the one that comes in? It's like,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh, it's good. It's just like I have to. The rest of them, I'm kind of just like, okay, and then it's like, you are Human Leech. I'm like, oh, okay.
You are
And I'm like,
Human Leech.
gotta speed up my swing.
Yeah. It's a banger, dude. And then I wrote, Israel is smooch with hand like Italian chef. Yeah, that's how I feel about Israel. But the way that Willow can control her voice is incredible to me. She sings in so many different ways in just one song.
Mm-hmm.
And every song sounds different, but she does it in every song, and it's amazing. I don't understand it.
yeah.
I'm gonna have a breakdown.
Every song is very different, but every song is very, very much. She's found her style.
Oh, absolutely.
She's done it. At age
She's there.
17, she's done it. I don't know. I'll never have a style of any kind. Clothing, singing.
That's just not my
Sometimes I like to
style.
pretend that I'm Rizzo from Grease in my kitchen. That's about as close as I get to finding a style. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I just like live and hope for the best.
You know what? That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is my life, you know? Just gotta
It
live and hope for
is
the
my
best.
life.
Should we go
Bovey.
into our chores?
Yes,
Because I
the
mean, yeah,
chores.
I don't dislike anything on Zombie, really.
No.
I mean, yeah, Human Leech is the only thing I have to say about that is it's in your face, but like not in a way that I'm like, oh no, I don't like it.
Can
you
I
know?
also just mention that the album cover is beautiful?
Yeah. She looked good.
She look good, boo. You girl.
You can find it. Go listen to it.
Just do it.
Do.
Should we talk
do-
about... Did you see the artist that she's related to?
No.
Like, fans also like? Doja Cat, Kali Uchis, Sky Ferreira? Ferreira? Like, artists that I would not put with her.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. Oh, she just released a song.
What is it?
It's called I Think I Want It. She released it June 18th, so about a month ago.
Ooh.
Well, why the fuck did nobody tell me?
We didn't know that. And we've been doing research on it. Doing good. We're doing good.
If you guys need a Willow song to listen to, FQ-C number 7, great song. It was released in
Yeah.
2015. It's a 2-minute song.
Just listen to her whole discography.
We always struggle saying that word, but you guys know what I mean.
Discography.
Yeah.
There. We got there.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah,
yeah.
that's that. You want to do chores?
Sure. So, we have a Twitter,
Yep.
an Instagram, a Facebook.
Yep.
Music Monday Cast, never changed. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a comment, give us a shout out, share it with your friends, share it with your enemies, just share it. So, we also have a YouTube channel.
You're on it,
You're here on it right now. Unless you're listening to audio only, which hopefully you're listening on Spotify, because we're on Spotify, and we also have Anchor, and it's pretty much, I feel like we can safely say everywhere where podcasts are found, kind of.
Other than Apple Podcasts. But
no, we're on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, I keep forgetting that
Yeah.
we're on there. Yeah, so unless you're using like some obscure app that no one's ever heard of.
We're on most of the big podcast apps.
Yeah.
So search us, and if not, if you can't find us for some reason, let us know.
There's
We will
19,000
help you.
other places that you can
Yes.
find us.
And then our Friday Faves playlist is growing rapidly.
Yeah. I
and
mean,
if,
by this time there will be 70 songs on there. So
yeah. And so if you're listening to Friday Faves, you can listen to our episodes also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Share it with your friends.
Yeah. And it's like, and then you can also, like, we want to interact with you guys. We want to engage with you.
Yeah.
You tweet us, message us on Instagram, comment on Facebook. Tell us what, like, if you guys want us to do an artist, tell us.
If you have a song suggestion that you're like, hey, put this on the playlist.
Yeah. If you want to hear your songs on our playlist, we would love to put them on there.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we want to interact with people that watch. I mean, I know it's not like a huge fan base, or I say fan base. It's not a huge viewer base, but it's still cool that people do watch this and listen to it.
Yeah.
So like, and we want to interact with you, and we will interact with you.
Yeah.
We'd be very excited to do that. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
so yeah, what are we doing next week?
Yeah. That's all, I think.
Next week we gotta talk about next week.
Next. Another person close to my heart, Leon Bridges. His what's it called? His newest album. It was released recently.
I'll put my hand down. I'll wait
Good Thing. Good Thing is the name of the album. It's just like, guys, it's so good. I could cry. Listen to Good Thing, obviously, but also listen to his first album, Coming Home, because it sounds like it's made in the 60s, but it was released in 2016. And it's just like, makes me cry. There's so many stories. I
So
just
yeah,
love it.
come back next week for
Yeah.
that. Maybe we'll match again. Who knows? Thought I'd point that out since we match. It's fun.
Have a musical Monday,
Have
you
a
guys.
musical
And have a great rest of your week.
Monday.